Hey, good day there, mates. And here today we're about to do Mad Max Fury Road. As you can see, I'm the one here who's most comfortable doing an Australian accent. Probably helps that I have an actual Australian friend to help me out here. Kind of ironic though when you think about it, since the Australian's actually British, that the British just forced off to a different continent.
Oh god, you just reminded me of that episode of House where House makes fun of Chase for being British, quote unquote British, even though he's actually Australian, and then I'm Australian, and then House's reply is, "Who put the money in your wallet? The Queen. You're
Anyway,
British."
Alright then.
This is this
Anyway.
is so after a minor gap of 30 years, in
or
addition to
as I
making
like to call a complete brain fart, considering his majestic things that the director did in the meantime were fucking Happy Feet and the second Babe movie.
Well, Happy Feet was very nice, mate, but I will agree with you about that other one. But this here right now is Mad Max Fury Road. Yet a return to not only the Mad Max series, but also a return to practical effects for George Miller. Basically, folks, start right as soon as your Blu-ray menu, or in the case of if you're just using a DVD, start 2 or 3 seconds before the Warner Brothers logo pops up, and then we're about to have a hootenanny.
Hootenanny. Whatever. 3, 2, 1, click.
Why, yes,
You see,
hootenanny is
that's
something those southern folks in over America often
well,
say.
well, it is true that he's 70. I'm sorry, as I'm sure Taylor will agree with me. George Miller cannot die before he finally makes a live-action adaptation of Hokuto no Ken.
Wait, what?
What?
Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Basically, there's this anime called Fist of the North Star, and I'm not even kidding you, Jova. George Miller is literally the like it's like that anime was made to be adapted by him.
Oh,
So
hi.
anyway,
Hi, Queen from
Relator
Snow White.
Furioso.
So anyway, now we have a new Mad Max. In this case, Tom Hardy.
How
I love Tom
ironic,
Hardy,
considering
so
how ironic considering that the original Mad Max went actually insane.
Yeah.
yeah.
Although he's making good movies nowadays, even though that doesn't excuse his anti-Semitism. Anyway, so yeah,
But
I
yeah,
guess
Tom
Mad
Hardy, I
Max
agree with Pedro.
aged.
Tom Hardy is a good replacement. You will see.
Oh yes, Theo, I do believe
Tom
Hardy would be a
How ironic considering that poor Tom Hardy gets shit in his face even in this movie.
Guys, I don't believe it. A rated R movie that isn't washed out.
What do you mean washed out?
It basically is a stereotype of R-rated movies to have this really dark, murky color palette.
It
But
is?
here, I don't think this. But here, I don't think this movie could get any more yellow if it tried.
You sure you don't have that confused with just dark and gritty superhero flicks? Because I've seen plenty of R-rated flicks that aren't all washed out and murky.
I can't remember the last one that wasn't
Ew.
dark and murky, though. I'm afraid
Sausage Party.
that doesn't count.
Anyway,
So anyway, Tom Hardy. So yeah, Max once again has this famous interceptor.
yeah.
So I guess he lost a bit of hair along the way, but he bulked up. Guess
Now, according to what people pieced out together, apparently the video game they made around the time this movie came out actually seems to be a prequel to this movie.
makes sense, I guess.
Okay.
Then again, keep also in mind, as I think we already mentioned in the previous movies, that the Mad Max series has to be taken like more of an anthology rather than having a strict continuity.
Damn it, Max! You only had the interceptor for like 2.5 minutes, and already you crash it.
Oh well.
So how long does this take place after Thunderdome?
It's with no idea.
Ah, that's a shame. Because then we could say it takes place not too long after that, because then that would explain the wrecked interceptor.
Funny, I thought there was only a few bikes that run over his daughter, not an entire armada of trucks.
Wait, daughter? What? What daughter?
Remember the first film? His wife and
Yeah.
daughter got killed.
Okay. Oh, they're
Well,
referencing
Just
that.
maybe it's a representation of his memory and going fuzzy about this.
Going mental. Wow, poor Max, he gets dragged along by the cars.
Yes.
Well, this movie's off to quite a start, I see.
And well, yeah, and well,
And he
and
gets
hey,
a haircut.
it's the first Mad Max film that actually has a quite a large budget, and
Wait,
so
Tattoo
Scream.
is back.
Remind me, all the Mad Max films have been rated R, right?
I think so, yeah. And this one's no exception.
Even beyond Thunderdome, I don't think
I
so.
think it did. I'm not sure.
Pretty sure it was. Oh, of
And
course.
last, the Mark.
But I don't want no mark on me. And yeah, our first chase scene.
We in claustrophobic space, actually.
Okay, okay, George
Oh, his poor car.
Okay,
Why poor Max has these interceptor get taken away every time?
Wait a minute. Oh my god, I just read something. Dark corridor, claustrophobic, pale people chasing, and a burning car, and now that too? This is
but Perish the Thought drove.
So
This is a better movie. Well,
You know,
James, there you go. We have a kid even in this movie.
Oh God! You know what I just thought of?
Oh God damn it!
Oh.
The editor of this movie was actually George Miller's wife, Margaret Sixel. Did she sit on the fast forward button? And yet, ironically enough, at the Oscars, she was the one that won an Academy Award for Best Editor, while Miller didn't.
I'm guessing that this movie did a lot of good then, editing wise.
Oh, I got it. I just thought of the funniest thing. Whenever Miller and his wife go to sleep at night, Sixel's got the Oscar on her side of the bed while Miller gets nothing on his side.
Ouch.
So anyway, he's gonna make his escape.
Wee. Oh. Well, at least we didn't went for the William screen.
They made up their own scream. So yeah, that didn't work.
Oh well.
Oh well, he tried.
Roll credits. I love how the title seems to be like Double Dragon style.
Mm-hmm.
And his other,
Ow.
well, it is pretty much the true main character of the story, to be honest. Imperator Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron, or Theron, however you say it.
Charlize Theron.
Surprisingly enough, in my country, she's the pronounce is butchered, and she's just called Charlize Theron.
Oh yeah, another fun fact. Both the main stars are fake nationality. Theron's character is supposed to be American, and yet Theron's actually South African. And Mad Max is supposed to be Australian, yet he's played by a Brit.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of cast members, you see that guy who had dust blown onto him?
Yeah,
Is he our
actually,
main
that's
bad guy?
Talca.
That's
Talca.
This is our main villain, Immortan Joe, played actually by the guy who played Toe Cutter in the first movie.
Really?
Hugh Keys Burn.
Toe Cutter.
The main villain of the first movie.
Oh, same. You know, it's kind of a shame that they didn't have it be the same guy, but I guess considering what happened to that guy in the first
Yeah.
So yeah, 36 years on, he gets to be in a big budget blockbuster.
Wearing a silly looking costume as usual, but that's part of the
Actually,
course
that's that's surprisingly more practical than you think, Joe, because everything in this movie actually it's functional.
Really? Oh,
his,
let me guess. The outfit is
his-
basically...
His big henchman there on the left is played by Nathan Jones, who oddly enough had a brief WWE career.
You know, actually, considering the so let me guess, the outfit keeps him alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh, actually...
As you can see, that it had excoriations on his body, so he's probably sick.
You know, considering his injuries, they could almost try and make the excuse that is the same villain from the first one. He just got survived by the miracles of technology.
There she is.
Okay. Well, another thing this movie's known for, aside from being made mostly by practical effects, is that it's very light on dialogue for the most part.
Weren't most Mad Max films
Mostly
kind of like that? Well, at least the first one.
Yeah. Well, one reason Miller gave is that he made it so that people in countries that don't have English as their native language can understand it better, without having to rely so much on dialogue. Oh, here comes the water, guys.
I see. So we're going all Hunger Games on this, where the rich guy has all the resources.
Oh no, well, it's like in pretty much every Mad Max mythos. The people in charge control the population by giving them the resource they need.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, water.
Yeah. Oh, and funnily enough, the writing actually, the script was, of course, co-written by three people: George Miller, of course, Brandon McCarthy, who was mostly known for writing comic books, not ones I don't think any of you guys have heard of, but still he's a comic book writer, and the guy actor Nico Laufauris, who was actually an actor in the first movie. So it's like he took up a writing career.
Interesting.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I mean, it's nice to see George Miller rewards loyalty.
Translation: I own you.
Joe is a dick to his citizens.
Ding.
Ding.
Oh, and this time, the music here is done a bit differently from the other film. The other films had a very orchestral kind of style. This one goes for more. It's still orchestra, but it still goes for more pounding thing.
Percussions, leaves.
Percussion. It was done by Junkie XL.
Well, it seems
no one's
like
allowed on this. I've told them thousands of times. No climbing on my rig.
Hey, boss, you know what we could come up with a catchphrase for that?
No.
No, really, hear me out here. I'm thinking about saying nothing, but then shaking your head and saying mediocre.
You see, even looking like that, Charlize Theron is still hotter than Kristen Stewart. Boom!
Wow, I guess the evil queen.
Shots fired.
Guess the evil queen really took a pounding after her defeat in that film.
And basically the bold people, the bold pale people, these are war boys.
Basically,
essentially the henchmen. Yeah, the henchmen of Immortan Joe. But they run on blood and they can run low on it.
Huh. Genetically
I'm not
modified.
Quite sure how that works.
Let me guess. They've been genetically modified.
Pretty much. Yeah, the Imperator is on her way to do a job to collect fuel and ammunition from there.
Gastown, I think.
So I wonder,
which is actually a location from the video game.
So I wonder, does the main villain actually have an evil plan this time, or is it basically just another bout of dystopian society? Let's wreck it.
Yeah, dystopian stuff. But oh my, Furiosa has a different plan in mind.
My society is more dystopian than yours.
But one thing that was a bit odd, I mean, there's one thing really liking the film just after you've seen it, but when I think in my opinion, in order to judge something as like the best thing ever made, you need a lot of time to think about it and other contemplations. But calling it one of the greatest action films ever made just 2 weeks after it came out.
It's overhyping. I think that it's more common than you think. I mean, it's more praising, but I understand people would say, "Oh my."
Honestly, speaking as someone who agrees with the fact that this is one of the best action movies ever made, I don't think it's. I think it's just one of those things where the movie's so blatantly amazing that it's not even it's just one of those things. Like, I mean, just watch it. Tell me you don't agree. Yeah. So it's just one of those things where pretty much everyone agrees. Like it's like people agreeing that Terminator 2 is one of the greatest movies ever made. It's just one of those special movies that practically convince everybody.
I think I see where both of you are coming from. In Dwebs' quadrant, yes, it is possible to think something's the greatest, but then all of a sudden, maybe not think the best of it. In Paige's case, though, yes, there are some cases where you just need to watch a movie once to get, wow, that's amazing and groundbreaking.
Who? Okay,
It's kind of Dwebs throw out a similar argument with Zootopia, where people already me included were already talking about right after coming out how Zootopia was one of the best animated films ever made. And it's just, again, just like with this movie, it's just one of those things where that movie is so amazing that it's just one of those things where everybody loves it. So
it's also like Hidden Figures. Oh.
Who else saw this film in the cinema aside from me?
So I wanted, but sadly I didn't got a chance to
Did you,
do it.
Pedro?
me neither. Same thing as too.
Jova?
Nope, but I saw like a few minutes of the climax in my uncle's.
Well, shit. Looks like someone stole something.
They stole his babes.
Let me guess, the reproduction program.
Careful, you'll shoot the cameraman.
Careful, lady. Don't mess with fucked up Beetlejuice over there. Seriously, that guy looks like exactly what would happen if Beetlejuice.
Oh, guys, look, it's Beast.
Was mixed with
the Beast.
Yes.
No, he's looking quite thin since the last time we saw him.
No. Basically, I'm referring to that's Nicholas Holt. He's one of the war boys who actually has a name, Nux. He's most famous for playing Beast in the X-Men movies.
Wait, in the X-Men movies? I thought that was
Betrayal.
No, from First Class.
Oh, okay.
New generation, Jova.
Well, you know what I mean. There are two
I
generations
know.
of X-Men. You gotta take.
I tend to make that mistake too with the original trilogy.
Well, not just that,
and
but he does show up at the end of Days of Future Past.
Wheels for everyone.
Oh, and another thing about this movie, well, the cinematography, because the cinematographer of this film, John Seal, retired after doing a film called The Tourist, so he had to come out of retirement to do this film.
Huh? Why him in particular? I wonder.
I just promoted myself. You can do that in this dystopian future.
Come again?
Wow, a film where Tom Hardy has to wear a mask for quite a bit of it.
Poor guy. Actually, Jova, that seems more practical than Bane's mask.
Roll
Surprise.
credits.
And then they kiss.
Yeah, sure.
Yay, flamethrowers.
In Australia, where's Dingo Dial then?
Max, I don't think it's a good idea talking with all that sand coming in your face.
You're asking a Mad Max character track rationally.
True.
It's called Mad Max.
I guess in truly, I am
And
the
now,
fool.
ladies and gentlemen, the best character in the whole movie. Flamethrower guitar guy.
The Bard, yes.
Wow. Okay, I'll give George...
And yes, in case you're wondering, for if you doesn't know, it actually works. They actually shown how it works.
Yep. I can see how... Let me guess.
It's amazing.
It's got part of a didgeridoo in it, doesn't it?
Oh, speaking of Australia, they couldn't actually film it in Australia, in the Australian desert, because it turned into a swamp by that time, pretty much, because there was a huge rainfall. So they had to film it in Namibia and insert digitally bits of Australian stuff to look like the outback.
Wow, that must have killed George Miller to have to use a digital effect.
Well, he had no other option, really. So.
Oh, I know, I'm just saying.
Well, poor Max.
What does Confuckamus mean?
He has to go on the car of the craziest of the henchmen.
What does Confuckamus mean?
Wow, it's like the Mad Max version of a Disney parade, complete with fireworks.
Heads up.
Hmm.
A detour, eh?
Another one, eh?
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's the 5th detour this week.
It's all part of the plan, you know.
Just according to Keikaku.
Yeah.
I swear
Just
this will
follow
go
the
much.
plan.
I swear this will go much better than the plan when I listened to that talking mirror.
Do you guys have subtitles?
Yes.
Yes.
English but welcome and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, it's because basically, Joe, when we were doing the commentary on the Mummy Returns, there weren't any subtitles for the Egyptian dialogue, so I had to read it from my Blu-ray.
Sucks.
Whatever.
Spiky cars.
Yes, the Hedgehog Mobile. Gotta go fast.
Yeah.
And yes,
Hong
she has a
Kong.
mechanical arm.
Yeah.
Alright, it's time to actually some car combat.
All right.
Oop, trap.
Whoopsie.
Ah, 3D. Yeah, this film does have a few times where it's obvious that it was filmed with 3D
It
in
was
mind.
probably kind of like of a checklist because like Warner Bros. Wanted to make it 3D. So they said to me that okay, it has to be like a scripted number of scenes where it has to have 3D stuff shit thrown at you at the screen. And Miller was like, okay, we'll put this, and that, fill the quota.
Could be worse, I guess.
No, I don't condemn it. I actually think it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, shit.
That's the problem with Mad Max vehicles. They're incredibly flammable.
They're in a society that's so fueled by diesel punk, that's to be expected.
Yeah. Fair enough. So
well, and it's definitely the longest. It's definitely the longest Mad Max film at 2 hours.
well, more action the better, I guess.
Yeah.
That reminds me, are we gonna get to see any notable action from the Interceptor in this one?
The Interceptor does make an appearance later on, but Max ain't driving it.
Huh.
Yeah, remember,
That's...
Joe, they stole it at the beginning, and they pretty much almost dismounted it, as Max saw when he was running around.
Kind of a shame.
I mean, to be fair, it kind of happens too in the video game. Poor Max can get his interceptor for 5 minutes straight.
Jeez, I thought Jack had it back with his black
With the
pearl.
black pill. Yeah, the black pill. It's like Miller wanted to break the record for most times a famous vehicle's been wrecked.
Did he beat Star Trek?
Ow. Yeah,
actually, Star
remember
Trek
Dark
kinda beat
Star.
him again.
Remember, Dave, there's an unwritten rule where almost in every Star Trek movie, the Enterprise has to blow up.
Well, Beyond happened, so it kept up that tradition.
Before the reboot.
Well,
Also, this guy literally spray painted his mouth.
So he's dying, so he's going to commit Harry Carey by doing this.
Whee!
Jesus Christ.
He has bomb sticks.
James, how can you watch this and still have doubts that this is one of the greatest action movies ever made? Look at this.
No, I wasn't doubting it. It's just everyone calling it that after only 2 weeks. That was my issue.
Well, like I said, look at it.
Okay. To be fair, Pedro, I see where Droops is coming from. It's a bout of hype backlash, where hyping a film too much can sort of put people off.
People
even if it
care
is
about hype way
legitimately
too
good.
much, honestly.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow. Guys. I am. If these, I'm trying to think of how to say this correctly. They really need to
yes.
get better. These people really need to find a better material to use because these cars you could tap them and they'll explode.
well, to be fair,
Well,
Dwibs, they're not exactly
remember,
fully
these are
constructed.
old rusty vehicles that have been reassembled together with jumbled equipment and are very fragile due to their
Oh,
diesel
and
technology.
there's the
Also,
reason
look,
why.
Pedro, it's Speed Racer.
Oh,
Oh,
So,
Also, okay.
imagine a Speed Racer movie made by George Miller.
I'm guessing that they placed Max on the front of that car to punish him.
Actually, no, it's
They're
their
carrying him
trophy.
along to make to get his blood into Nicholas Holt's character.
Yeah.
Also, we just found out the real reason why Furiosa made a detour is she's transporting
Immortan Joe's
wives,
yeah.
and one of them's played by Rosie Huntington Whiteley from the third Transformers movie.
Oh yeah, her.
I guess she had she was smart enough to get a better agent or something.
Wow.
Wee! Poor Max, Jesus.
Now we're going right into a sandstorm.
Sorry.
Yeah, I knew that joke was coming. Nathan Jones's character's name, Rictus Erectus.
Well, remember, Dweebs, they tend to have names like these. Remember, even the villain of a game is actually called Scarbar the Scrotus. Which is actually implied to be one of Immortan Joe's child. Sorry.
Oh boy, Dust Storm.
Yeah, apparently one of the many consequences of the nuclear wasteland that were created after the
Well,
war.
at least they don't. Well, at least they don't have to deal with a dust devil as well.
Out of fucking way, mate.
yeah.
Ooh.
Finally.
I'm carrying a special delivery. They did say don't burn his wives. If you blow up the truck, you'll kill them.
I guess he
Well,
wants
screw
them
it.
dead or alive.
No, he said he wants them unharmed.
Uh oh.
Again,
Oh, fuck.
like Teo, Dwebs, you're a Mad Max fan. You should know by this point that these people are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So, I see. So this vehicle is powered by the
Hi,
power of
Beetlejuice.
music, of course.
Like, see, I'm sorry, I can't get over that. Well, ever since I first saw this movie, that guy looks so much like Tim Burton's Beetlejuice.
Was Beetlejuice also a Warner Brothers movie?
I think so,
I'm-
actually. I have to check.
No, it's just because of the overall design of the character. It looks like exactly like if George Miller decided to take Beetlejuice and throw him into his Mad Max universe.
It could be a while before we see another Mad Max film, though, because Miller said he wants to do something a lot more low key before he does
And
anything.
also, didn't he want to
So
do
I-
a spin-off
so I'm
film
guessing-
Furiosa first?
So I'm guessing that's why he didn't do the Justice League movie.
But he wants to do something on a much smaller scale before he does anything.
Yes,
like
it's
this
actually
again.
Warner Bros.
Let me guess. He's having his I'm not just the action guy. I can make clever intimate movies too phase.
Which is why he made FFF, then Babe 2.
Honestly, wait. Babe 2?
Babe goes to the city, whatever it's called.
Wait. Hold on. I thought that movie was years ago.
That's what he said.
was.
That's why he said, like...
Oh,
sometimes
that's
this,
right. That was all in between. Jeez, Mad Max is old.
It's like with Andrew Stanton. Even though his specialty is animated films, he keeps trying to prove himself as a live-action filmmaker, even though...
So what went wrong with the Babe in the Big City movie? I haven't seen that one yet.
It
Boring.
flopped.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what was bad about it per se?
It's boring and it removes it entirely the point of the first movie, pretty much.
To give you an idea, Jova, Jova, Babe is basically the Jack to Miller's Coppola.
Oh. Well, I mean, at least Happy Feet was nice
Explosions,
enough. I mean,
excitement.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Happy Feet wasn't like the best film ever, but
High trailer quote.
it was a nice enough musical movie about the environment. Now the sequel, was passable. Does George Miller behind the sequel too?
No.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, was
It
he?
was. Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh shit.
So, do you mean that in the case that we're all gonna die, or we've had a change of
Yeah,
plans?
that one, Drover.
He really wants to meet up with Thor, doesn't he? So basically, this is the closest we'll get to Bane versus the Beast.
Oh well.
That reminds me too. There's a fan theory going on that the Beast is actually Brett Keen's son.
Inheritor of humanity.
Dad, no girls will fuck me. Listen, I'm the stallion and you're the beast. You're just gonna need people that they need to
Whoa.
lower their standards. Just like I told your mother.
Max survives this.
And these are all practical effects. Wow.
Well, there
Well,
are some CGI, but it's actually really rare, Jova, to be fair.
The dust cloud definitely looks CG.
Well,
Miller
I
is
get
an
that.
old-
I get that.
Miller is an old school filmmaker.
I get that. What I'm saying is like, well, the fact that they made, like, those cars tumble and
Again,
all that.
for
still
example,
be
all the
practical.
vehicles with all the stuff that's on is actually functioning. All that guns on the vehicles were functioning. For example.
In terms of when I went to the cinema, I took one of my friends, but I also took my dad to see this with me because my dad saw the other 3 movies, and I thought, why not let him see this one at the cinema?
What was his opinion on it?
He liked it.
All right.
So is the Beast dead?
And
Rise
he
from your
is
grave.
reborn.
Wow, he really was born in the darkness.
Still crazy as fuck, though.
So is that okay? Headcanon. When Bane was killed, he was reincarnated as Max.
Ugh.
Probably.
Sure,
Jesus.
and I guess that something.
Oh,
Yeah, I
need
guess
a
so.
hand? Sorry, that was obvious.
Yeah, it was.
Is he alive?
I don't think so.
Huh. Shame. It seemed like we were gonna focus on him more. Ah well. Well, time to salvage him.
Come on, Tom, you can do it.
Although I gotta say, even though he's dead, he looks surprisingly intact, considering the spill
There
they
you go.
had.
It's signature shotgun. Yeah, time to blow stuff up.
And nope.
Well, shit.
Huh!
Fucking cheapskates.
Yeah, sorry, we're not that kind of R-rated movie. We're not Logan.
Oh, is that movie that bloody?
Yeah.
From what I've heard, yeah.
Basically, it's apparently what the Wolverine should have been.
Speaking of figure of lending a hand, so he started off with an interceptor, and now he's got a dead person and a door.
Are you sure he's
Well,
dead?
Well, could have been worse, I guess.
You're gonna try threatening them with... Yeah.
He's got food.
Well. It looks like it's my lucky day.
The chick from Transformers. Oh boy.
Which one? Megan Fox?
No, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley.
The one from Free, I'm guessing.
The one from Free was just forgettable.
Yeah, I'll be quite honest.
Chastity belts.
Yeah, I'll be quite honest. I really didn't see her as that much of an improvement from Megan Fox.
She was about the same. The only difference is that the Megan Fox is blonde. Megan Fox is brunette, and the other one is blonde. They're both stupid. They're both shitty actresses, and they're just there for the sake of shoving their
Whiteley's
asses on our
better.
face.
Well, Whiteley's better here.
And Megan Fox has been better in other films.
Well, the big difference is that she's being directed by George Miller. And here she's actually given the chance to act instead of acting as a sex object.
If only she could have been in Transformers 4. Then she could have had a shot.
Not really. Nicola Peltz was pretty much always also just kind of there, and there was even an ass shot of her and everything.
An ass shot. Nothing compared to all the stuff we owe. Well, someone's got a bun in the oven.
Could you imagine? Those chastity belts they were wearing. I can imagine it now. Someone tries to have sex with them, but when he puts their dick in, it gets ripped off because of the spikes.
Actually, Dave, that's a common fear slash what's the name? Urban legend that a lot of people have. Defabled toothed vagina. We even made a movie out of it.
Oh, look, he is alive. So I was right.
I was tricking you, Jova.
It's just a prank, bro.
Right. You, over there.
Alright.
This looks like a bit of a partial cosplay of Princess Leia in Episode 6. It's missing a few bits. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, could you speak up a bit?
Oh.
Oh, shit. Well, too bad.
Now we got a fight scene. Meanwhile, poor Nux is getting dragged around.
Well, it was his fault.
Pooh. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the klutz of this great fall?
Me.
Yep, you.
Oh, there you go.
Oh! I just want this dang chain off! Why doesn't everyone try to kill me for it?
What?
What?
Random PTSD.
Oh.
Ow.
I've got it!
What? Ow! Oh.
I guess when in the outtakes, the actors must have had a lot of fun for these scenes.
Actually, apparently, during filming, Hardy and Ferron were apparently not getting along with each other.
Really?
I guess it motivated them, then.
So...
Ferron didn't think much of Tom Hardy's method acting.
Alright. Now we can actually talk.
I think firing one bullet was enough. You're just wasting
Rule of three.
Mate.
Do I constantly need to keep remind you guys that we're watching Mad Max?
So, I'm guessing that the two hopefully made up by the end of the film's production.
Yeah, from what I've heard, they were fine. Although Hardy was apparently also having issues with Miller during the production, but they've made up.
So, I'm guessing that gun has blanks in it.
Well, at least people didn't make a big deal of it like they did with Christian Bale. He apologized, everybody. Can we just move on now?
Bunch of see, Pedro. We're done professionally, man.
Yes, he wasn't professional, and he
Ooh.
apologized for it.
Well, Max, you kind of made a bit of a mistake.
Add that one to the list.
So, off he goes.
You know, maybe we shouldn't have tried to kill him while he just wanted to get his chains off.
Gee, you think?
I'm thinking now. I haven't really thought that well ever since I started thinking for myself and not taking instructions from a mirror.
And
Although, in hindsight, that same mirror told me that I was uglier than Kristen Stewart, so... yeah.
Yeah.
On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Away from
I'm
all
on
these
the
crazy...
This will probably, much like we did, me and Dwayne did for the Sunset commentaries, this would probably be the part where I actually say, okay, to be fair, to be clear, everybody, we don't actually hate Kristen Stewart, but actually in this case, no, actually we do, because look it up. She's a bitch.
Yeah. In real life, too.
No
Max's
gas.
escape actually gas ain't the problem.
Really?
Kill switches.
That
Huh.
visual.
Wow, people are getting smarter these days.
Well, it's the apocalypse, Joe. Everyone has to survive somehow.
What do you mean you can't get in? This is my war rig.
So, can we finally get along?
Hey, what happened to the beast anyway?
Give it time, Jova. Give it time.
Yeah, true.
The men need to do what the women want them to do, and the women need to do what the men want them to do.
Maybe we could cooperate.
2,000 horsepower, eh?
Don't you see? With your great bulkiness and knowledge of being Bane, and my great brains and knowledge of being the great queen, we can profit. Somehow. Wow, that actually worked.
Yes, let's go.
Whee!
While not much is happening at the moment, if George Miller ever wanted to do another one of these big scale action films again after he's had his little break, would you? A lot of people would really like him to do a DC movie. Would you guys be up for that?
I'd be up for it, but I'm still waiting for that Fist of the North Star adaptation.
Yeah, me too. Also, for now I have even a new request: a Speed Racer movie made by George Miller. That would be amazing.
That would be, and that would.
Go for Warner Brothers, didn't it?
I mean, it would be an actual justification for having all the crazy shit that happened and all the carnage.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, like as Theo learned recently, Speed Racer is basically Mad Max for kids. When you think about it.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me Tio didn't know that already?
No, he didn't. I was the one. I was the one who showed him because he.
When I saw the movie, I knew barely anything about the anime. In fact, I actually should watch again the movie now that I know more about the anime.
To its credit, the movie does get quite a few things right about it. What it's really lacking is a solid story tying things together.
I think I can speak for Jova as well when I say it imitates the look and the thing, but not the soul.
Yeah. Because, the ironic thing is, it has the action and stuff to be a speed racer thing, but it's sucking the soul.
I love that type of gun.
A blunderbuss?
No, the flare gun.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, it's technically impractical because it's just used to shoot flares for your direction and everything, but just the design.
Oh, it can work as a weapon, too.
Well, if you shoot the flammable stuff with a flare, it actually works, I guess.
You ever get the feeling like we're being watched?
By the director?
No, by someone a bit more in universe of us.
A Warner Brothers executive?
No, more in universe.
Oh yeah, apparently
There we are.
the film did have a bit of a rocky production history because apparently they went over budget to the point that Warner Brothers sent over an executive to try and keep the budget down.
Too many explosions, I guess. It's kind of like the joke we make in a Deadpool video game.
And there he is, another one of our little side villains. The People Eater, played by John Howard, who I'm guessing is also Australian. Yes, he is.
Houston, we appear to have a problem.
Well, shit.
Does okay? Some people have brought this up. Do you think Max sounds dubbed?
Eh?
What do you mean?
As in
Voiced over? I mean,
yeah.
it doesn't give me
Not
that
really.
vibe.
Not really. I disagree.
Oh.
She has a knife or a transmission stick, like a gear stick. Sorry.
Of course.
Oh, there you go. It's
Wheel
jammed.
stuck.
So what do we need to do? Detach it?
Or no. It wasn't connected properly.
Now everything is connected again. There we go.
Huh. That seemed a bit too easy. Well, I guess everything's just gonna be fine.
And he's still trying to get that mask off.
Yeah.
Guess it really gives him
Poor guy.
PTSD back to the Dark Knight Rises days.
I mean, it's not even a mask. It's more like a grid or something.
There we go.
There we go.
Finally. Oh.
Oh.
Ow.
Eyes on the road, honey.
Yeah, Max is just coming in. Did I interrupt
Also, wait.
something?
Wait, no unnecessary killing? He tried to kill her!
Details, Dweebs, details.
Also, can't waste ammo on him.
Oh dear.
Look, kids, if you don't stop fighting, I will
No,
turn this truck around.
No, you.
Oh,
There we go.
Ow.
he'll survive, of course. I see they're
Yeah,
paying
he's
their
gonna-
homage to that guy who lives through everything in Mad Max 3.
Yeah, also, he survives this.
Ding.
Maybe this, again, like I said, this is probably a throwback to the guy who survives everything in Mad Max 3.
Hmm.
Really, the only issue with this, the only big issue I think this movie has is it's because it focuses a lot on practical effects. When CGI does show up,
It's more noticeable.
yeah, it's really blatant, especially when it tries to do the whole
Yeah.
3D thing on us.
You can
Again,
tell. You
it's
can tell this
probably
is
a mandatory thing from Warner Bros. And Miller had to fill the quota.
No, I don't think so. Theo, it's not a matter of quota because I mean Nolan makes a great job mashing his practical effects with CGI. I think this is mostly because this is George Miller's first time really combining practical effects with CGI. Unless Wibbs can correct me if I'm wrong.
Well,
I know.
yeah.
Unless we
before-
count Happy Feet, I guess, to a certain
Well,
extent.
Happy Feet was an entire CGI movie, wasn't it?
It had a bit of live action in the zoo scene.
Okay, how was that?
It was good.
Well, but this is in a much bigger scale, though.
And he tries to
Well,
do a
yeah.
different type of presentation.
And to be fair, that was maybe for like that one scene and whatnot, whereas this is the
Yeah.
entire movie.
Oh, and another fact about this movie. When they were doing test screenings of this film, they had two different versions. They did the PG-13 one, and they did an R-rated one. Guess which one was received better?
Well,
The
obviously
R-rated.
the R-rated one.
Yep. So that's why Warner Brothers released it like this. And also, for some reason, Miller recently, wanted to release a version of this movie in black and white. Which, to be honest, I don't really see why you have to re-release a thing already in color in black and white. All you have to do is just turn the color settings on your TV down to 0, and then bam, black and white.
It's mostly because I'm guessing he wanted to do kind of a throwback.
Not only that, but sometimes your TV settings can kind of make some things look murky when they're black and white, as opposed to a movie that's already made from the ground up black and white.
I just think it's a bit. I don't really think I'd want to spend more money on something that for a version which I could just easily make myself by adjusting my TV a bit.
Again, it all depends, but my question is, why did he want a black and white version?
Because
I mean, I don't think
aesthetics and shit.
I don't think even the original Mad Max.
Yeah,
was in black
no.
and white.
It was still in color, the original. I don't know. Maybe it improved the visuals.
Now, in something like The Artist, you can get why that's black and white.
That's the whole point. It's a throwback to 1930s.
I guess, but in the case, for example, of Young Frankenstein of Mel Brooks, it worked because it was a throwback to the original and to that style of movies. But for this one, I don't know. I mean, even the concept of diesel punk was more like in the 60s or the 70s. Dosco, discount Tuscan. Uh-oh, not now.
Not now.
Of all the moments.
Can we do this? If only I was faster.
Dubstep. Pew, pew, pew.
Fire, fire, fire.
There we go. Ow!
That's gonna leave
That
a
must, yeah.
I guess that guy just got a bit tired.
What a story it leaves.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing these people on the coast are a neutral party to all this?
Yeah, they're one of the savage tribes.
That almost sounded like...
Kind of like the porcupine guys from before.
That last guy's scream almost sounded like a warrior version of the Goofy scream.
Again, I'm actually I'm actually commended that we haven't used the villain scream so far. We had so many opportunities to do so.
Oh, is
but
that the interceptor?
Actually, no. I think. I'm trying to thinking of a convention joke, but I can't make one at the moment. Wee, senpai noticed me again.
No.
Sorry, mate. Literally mafia guys. Wee, monster truck.
Your puny rock collapsing techniques are no match for my monster truck.
There we go.
Seriously, I'm 69 years old and I'm outsmarting
Well-
a guy in his 30s.
Well, Dweebs, any people, even people at old age, are perfectly capable of driving cars.
Another thing, you know the guy playing Immortan Joe, as I mentioned earlier, who keeps burn? He was apparently supposed to be in this planned, but later cancelled Justice League film that was supposed to be directed by George Miller.
Oh,
What was supposed to be his role?
It was never specified, but it was rumored to be Martian Manhunter.
Huh.
Further calls that film, like Miller's version of it, at
But
least.
also,
probably never going to see that.
silly Dweebs, according to Zack Snyder, the Martian Manhunter is not important.
Ugh.
Well, to be honest, I don't know who he is.
Whatever,
Well,
it's a different case, but whatever.
that's just
It's
the thing. Because of Zack Snyder's stupidity, you probably never will.
Yeah.
Unless you watch the Supergirl TV series.
It's like not having Aquaman, for example, arbitrarily.
Now I have a person.
It's a type of machine gun. I forgot the name.
Bullseye.
Okay, I'm definitely digging the music here.
Oop.
Yes, give the pregnant moment a rifle. Oh, there you go.
A pregnant woman who may or may not be going into labor as we speak.
Whee!
Oh. So the good guys are great shots, but the bad guys are horrible shots.
Stormtrooper syndrome, Dweebs, come on.
Pretty much.
Well, shit.
Please tell me that wasn't our full fuel source that's broken off from us.
Yeah, it has.
Oh well.
Well, guess we better make every tank of gas count now.
And then Kenshiro shows up and blows everybody up.
But well, don't you see, Pedro? They're all already dead. But my question is, like, because I forgot, are there actual, what's the name? Hello there.
Aw, he cares for his kids.
Fuck off.
Whatever, demonic Beetlejuice.
Anyway, are there actually oil refineries in Australia?
Here we go. I don't really know myself.
With an actual revolver. Thanks, revolver, Ocelot.
You're pretty good.
Yes.
Okay, so all you got to do is this one job.
Doesn't spray printing in the face usually mean they're about to die?
Oh, he knows that.
Well,
Okay, here we go.
depends on the composition, but moving on.
And
See, boss, I told you that would work.
Senpai doesn't notice me anymore.
You see, boss, I told you saying mediocre would totally be a cool thing.
at the expense of my plan.
But it was awesome.
Hashtag
Not
warfit.
for me, it wasn't. Now stop talking. Now stop talking, or I'll throw you off the warrig.
Well,
Oh,
I think
the
I'm going
car.
out.
Whatever.
Well, Teo, I ask you this: what do you
Yes.
think is worse, being already dead or being already a female teacher?
That's actually tough. Eh. Well, there goes the wheel. Yeah, sure.
Oh, whoa.
Oh shit!
No, actually, she
She
just got out of the way.
survived this.
So this
Oh,
movie has a
bitch,
better
get
sense
out
of
the way.
dignity than the Devil May Cry
This
reboot.
this
Good to
poor
know.
this poor child.
Again.
But
Oh!
never mind.
Oh!
Again, this fucking poor child.
Oh, shoot. I wonder if that child's gonna be dead.
Well, with all this trauma, Jova, it's gonna be tough.
Unless she landed on her back.
Must resist
Nope.
PTSD. Okay.
Yes, he does actually.
Yeah, all too well.
So yeah, that's their mission. They have to go and they're in search of the green place.
Yeah. Kind of like in Waterworld, we were searching the land.
You're wasting bullets there.
It's kind of like, it reminds me of, I forgot his name, the henchman of a villain of Metal Slug, that guy with the huge machine gun.
I don't think he has a name.
Well,
Yeah, he has, I forgot it, I just forgot it, I'll have to search.
so we've lost the Bayformers 3 chick.
Oh well, alas.
And nothing of value was lost.
Oh.
Ouch.
Stupid.
Where are you going?
She thinks Immortan Joe will forgive him if they run back.
Yeah, sure, why not? Everyone's dead, Dave.
No, not I, Harriet.
Oh, boo-hoo, everybody has problems.
There you go, Alan O'Neill, that's the name.
You know, for all the fuss people made about Max not talking much in this movie, he actually does talk quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that a complaint? I wasn't aware of this.
Neither was I.
Yeah.
Twits?
That's what I've heard.
I mean, the probably, well, it's not a complaint, but from where a couple of people may say that there seem to be too many bullets, because usually one staple that they say is that bullets are actually really rare in the Mad Max dystopia, but I don't mind. I mean, it seems to be fine for the action scenes they did.
Wow, she's so efficient. She can do car repairs while they're moving.
See, there you go. See, this character could go for whatever. Never mind. Let it go, Pedro. Let it go.
Oh, it's Nux.
Maybe he'll finally take a hint.
So yeah, now he's
Stop trying to kill yourself there.
Stop hitting yourself. Literally. But yeah, it's a thing that I kinda enjoy of this movie. Despite being a colossal action scenes, it takes its time for this thing, which gives the message that even in this kind of dystopic hellhole, there's still enough humanity in some of the characters to forgive even the craziest of people. There seems to be hope, redemption possibility. I mean, the movie could have just not have this scene. It would have been just fine, but it took its time, so I praise it for that.
Mm-hmm. That's the main reason why people praise it so much, just because of that.
No. My issue weren't why people were praising it. It was just the timing.
Timing. Gold. Oh, there you go. That's what I mentioned. Bullet economy.
Yeah,
Well,
they,
what do you know?
It's
Well,
a
what do you
common-
know? Go ahead.
It's a common thing because unlike gasoline, which seems to be surprisingly common in this dystopic future, bullets cannot. Knowledge of manufacturing bullets has been lost, so we're literally by the numbers. Go ahead, Pedro.
now it's night.
Never mind.
And yes, there's a bit of trivia here. Being the climate of Australia, even now, not just in this dystopic in future, is made so that at night is actually really cold.
Yep, that's deserts for you. Blistering hot
it's
at
not maybe
day.
the same of the Sahara Desert, but it's still cold as fuck.
Ironic, ain't it?
And what
And
the
they're
fuck?
stuck.
Well, shit.
Oh no, they have headlights!
Immortan Joe, can we please take a break? No!
They
My possessions are in the war rig.
they say to this guy that guy playing the guitar is forever
Also,
fueling
booby
it.
trapping.
Mr. Commander, can you please tell the great Immortan Joe we need a break? We've been driving for 12 hours.
We.
Uh,
Yeah, even they are kind of stuck.
yeah. Well, you know, considering how wet it is, maybe this was the scene they actually filmed in Australia. Oh, when can I stop playing this guitar?
Even the bard is running out of steam. It's like I forgot the name of the character in Yu-Gi-Oh! The British series. When can't you come with us? Because I haven't charged batteries in 4 seasons, and I fear if I don't stand still, my theme music will slowly stop and run out of steam.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Maybe we can still say the baby. Well, there's one way to know it.
Yep.
Yeah, but I guess that's the best option at this point. I mean, yikes. He's using his teeth as bullets.
So what's his nickname? Bullet Tooth?
Actually, I think there's a trope for that.
Yeah.
And hey, Joe, remember one of the characters in Snatch? His nickname was Bullet Tooth.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, the baby didn't survive.
Oh well, alas.
Well, except for being.
Well, I guess these have stem cells.
Mm. Ugh. That's the 8th baby I've lost in the years, yeah.
8th? Jesus Christ, man. You act like this is the first time it's happened.
Let's try using rams as rams.
When you have multiple wives, you get used to this kind of thing.
I guess. Granted, I'm not the
I wonder-
polygamy sort, so I wouldn't know.
I wonder how marriage actually works in this universe now.
There you go. Tank unit.
Probably like in the prehistoric ages where they bang, they bonk the woman on the head and then carry her for the hair.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've gone from the movie being all yellow to being all blue.
Blue and orange. Oh shit.
And they're stuck again.
Hello there, Luna.
Bright light, bright light.
A rev head, eh? Two.
Okay.
One.
One.
She can't be Luna, Jova. She's not British enough.
Close enough.
Remember, this is Australia.
Close enough.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
She's not British enough.
Well, Australia.
And again, Dwebs, to quote Hugh Glory, who put the queen in your, who put the,
There you
money in
go.
your, who put the money in your wallet? The queen.
I'm
You're
actually
British.
There we go.
Well, more accurately, it's well, and I say Australia, more accurate, it's Namibia pretending to be Australia. Around the tree thing.
Over the woods, to grandma's house we go.
Hey, look, guys, it's the Touchstone Pictures logo tree.
Oh, he's blind.
Ah.
Well,
I know he's
shit.
blind. Well,
Clever, using the blind rider who
Aw,
probably
how
has better
cute.
senses.
well, I guess he shouldn't have taken his eyes off the prize.
Of course, he's using his voice to try and echo off and see where there's not an echo to try and get a sense of where the truck might be.
Sir, careful, you're blind, you know.
Well, shit.
Wow, the blind guy may actually be a better shot than the other mooks.
Well, Jova, they gave. Now it's literally using semi-automatics. That's kind of cheating.
So he's a better shot when he's blind.
Jesus.
Down goes three.
Not sure it's working.
Well, it looks like it. Push. Push.
Come on, tree.
There we go.
There we are.
Oh. Now it's time to go.
There we go. Whee.
Here we are. Oh yeah, another thing about regarding the music. Actually, before Junkie XL signed on, originally they had composers like Hans Zimmer, John Powell, and Marco Beltrami to do the score originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the radiator got too hot.
Plus, from what I've heard, I thought John Powell didn't want to do these kind of films anymore.
Huh.
Well, he did come out of retirement to begin with.
No, John Powell, the composer. He doesn't want to.
Oh.
Not films in general, just not these kinds of films.
All these kind of films being
The very violent ones.
Well, that was his decision, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Well, and again, it is kind of Hans Zimmery because Junkie XL works at, is part of Hans Zimmer's production studio.
Rolling around at the speed of... Sorry.
If I'm not mistaken, Lauren Balfe is as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Lorne Balfour. John Powell was as well at one point before he branched out doing his own thing.
Oh shit.
How does that blind guy keep finding us?
Actually, I think that was. Hold on.
So who came out on top?
The gear.
Nope, it's Maxi Boy.
We loot. Yay. Just pretend that or something happened. We don't want the details.
Hey, they got a new wheel.
And some ammunitions. Well, a lot of ammunition actually.
Quite
And a
bit.
boot. Oh, how cute.
How do you know that? We're in the dark. And now we've got retired Dementors.
Yes.
I guess. We're just another one of the tribes that live in this place.
Swampy area.
They look like
Yeah.
Dementors who've retired, and that's...
But they're just one of the elements that are here and are not too developed. It's just lore building, pretty much.
Nice.
I
now
kind
it's-
of like that. It gives a nice touch. Ah, Jesus.
Ugh, I really need to see a psychiatrist. Oh no, wait, they're all dead. Who knew the desert could look so pretty?
Oh.
Yeah, but that was mostly on a predetermined path. But now I'm, yeah. Whatever is better than living with Ben.
Yeah,
Then-
that guy.
Yeah, than Mr. Not Toe Cutter. I've got a little spider. I think.
Oh, actually, I think that's just a bug. I forgot the name.
And he ate it.
How cute.
Practical.
Well, to be fair, they still haven't ate the dinky dog food.
Uh-oh.
No, I think we just need to watch where the direction they need to go.
There's for any other Mad Max movie, it'd be nearly over by now, but, well, times have changed.
Hmm. Oh, look at that. What the actual shit?
Okay. Bait.
Yeah, well, yeah, too obvious.
Yeah, come on. Naked women up on the tether pole? I don't think so.
I mean, there's the thing, though. No one seems to be around, though.
Death trap.
Hmm.
Trust me, plenty of predators are notorious for hiding in the stand just waiting to catch their prey.
Well, here we go.
We've been had.
Hmm.
Eh?
Yeah, remember they knew each other.
Oh. She doesn't look really that Native American.
Actually, not sure if all of them are.
Okay.
Basically, the new tribe has arrived and are people
Yeah.
of Heroes on you.
Oh yeah, one of the older people here. Let me have a look.
Have a look.
Yeah, we kind of met him trying to kill him, but we got along better.
One of the old, yeah, the one on the right. When she was filming this, she was way in her late 70s, so quite a turnaround for her. Yeah, she's still got all her teeth.
Insert Overwatch joke. About that.
Yeah, the place with the retired Dementors was the green place.
Oh well.
So I
Shit
guess
ha-
we'll just have to make
shit-
our own paradise then.
Shit happens, mate.
So it's not. So it's the brown place now.
Wow. Talk about a letdown. I mean, the
It's
music's telling it all.
Yeah, and for obvious reasons, Furiosa is a little bit upset about that.
Don't you mean furious about it?
I'm
Nah,
surprised
it's
he
too
did.
easy.
I'm surprised he didn't collapse from shock there.
And of course, well, the arm was the only other CG effect, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously. Ah.
You mean to
Ding.
tell me that the thing I spent years of my life trying to get to was hogwash?
Well, she didn't you. Come
You
on.
know what?
Yep.
Screw it. I'm going back to trusting the evil mirror. At least that got me faces.
What, dead?
Yeah, but at least I got to be royalty before I died.
What's worse, living in a world where you're told you're less hot than Kristen Stewart, or here?
That's tough.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, apparently satellites are still running around. I guess we still receive HBO here.
They're all pregnant, aren't they?
Well, just maybe some of them.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. An actual plant.
Wally?
Well, there's no way really to plant them yet.
Yeah, again, it's old sand.
Yeah. They just gotta find one good bat of land and they could start anew.
I just spent my whole life searching for this place, and now it turns out.
Oh, Max is just accepting all this.
I've been through worse, mate.
Well, it's like you said before, Tia. Max is really the passenger in these kinds of movies.
Yeah.
So, kind of like Phoenix Wright in the first.
Well,
the
yeah,
first Ace
well,
Attorney
okay,
game.
it makes sense. But for example, to give a moral comparison, in the game, the reason why was helping people around and just going by his bet. He still had an end goal in the end, getting back his interceptor, but he still left around people in this stuff. Here he's just surviving, I guess, which is not bad, I guess, but
Compared to the previous films, it's not
well,
so much as noble.
not just that, not just that. Maybe giving him still maybe its own agenda, kind of his own agenda would have been more complete or something. But again, the movie doesn't really suffer because of this.
True.
Also, hope is a mistake.
Of course.
Advice the Warner Brothers executives should have listened to.
Too easy.
Well, greenlighting this movie is probably one of the few sane decisions they've made in recent years.
They've made quite a few sane decisions. It's just mainly regarding their superhero flicks where...
Ah, Jesus.
Why, hello there, little girl.
Great. I've gone for my bloody bike.
We even have a sled. Yeah.
Do you have any better options, Imperator?
From whence you back, thou shalt remain until you are complete again. God, I miss the Tenacious D. So yeah, obviously, if we just kill Immortan Joe, we get all this stuff.
And hopefully establish a more fair rule. And that place is chock full of water, so it must have some fertile land.
Yeah, I mean, and
Yeah,
they knew
remember, Joe was having his own cultivation as we established in one of the shots.
And they knew Immortan Joe would be so paranoid just to take all of his armies, leaving the Citadel unprotected.
Only problem will be finding him off when he comes back and tracks them.
Well, not if we just kill him on the road.
Oh, bit of road rage in mind.
I guess.
When's it ever easy, Max?
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
What do we have to lose?
I love this bit with Immortan Joe coming up.
All right, let's hit the road, I guess. Are you okay?
I love that even he has this. the
That
guys.
guy just sleeping like that. You.
Oh dear.
Most unorthodox.
Yeah, bollocks.
All right, here we go.
Guess this is it. Time for the final showdown, as is usual.
Um, Max,
Yes.
do you think we could have gone another way to make sure they wouldn't see us?
Not really. Besides, I'm pretty sure that killing them was also part of the plan.
But we could get the people to it, but oh yeah, they're too weak.
Yeah. Besides, do you really think Immortan Joe wouldn't eventually come home anyway?
You'll still think we're on the run.
Please, honey. Even he's not that stupid. Besides, better to kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, I suppose.
So yeah, the final showdown.
Yay! Get hype. Oh shit! Granny is packing heat.
Yeah, there's the interceptor. So wow, the interceptor in the hands of the bad guys.
Again.
This must be killing Max.
Yeah. Remember, just a little nudge.
Wee.
Traited him. Very colourful vocabulary these guys have.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yuck.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it.
Turbocharge!
That's my
Really?
car, you bastards!
Oh. Well, shit. All right. Yeah, he'll be back.
One thing I remember, even though Gibson ain't playing Max anymore, Gibson was still at the premiere of this film.
Did he approve this movie?
I haven't heard anything to say he has or he hasn't.
Wee. Ow.
Ow.
Ha! Missed.
Whew.
Ew. That was close.
Uh-oh.
Honey, behind
Behind you.
Oh.
Ow. Talk about doing an investment.
Well, shoot. The awesome chick went down.
But we still got Furiosa. What was that? I can't hear over the music.
We're being hooked.
What?
We're being hooked.
We're being hooked.
Yes, pretty much. Now we gotta do something about that bloody harpoon.
I got it. Turn the music down.
How's that gonna rip out the harpoons?
I'll be able
All
to
right,
hear you
one.
though.
Oh shit!
Well, crud.
There we go. Oh.
No, poor Granny. There we go.
And now, people on bungee
Trampolines.
sticks.
People just think of everything, don't they?
Flying guitars, people on bungee sticks. Whatever will George Miller think of next?
A rainbow.
Probably what Doug said. The nuclear explosive that releases shark fumes.
Yeah.
There we go. No, not Granny.
Yeah, you may want to get rid of that dynamite.
I guess she's deaf now.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Chainsaw to the
Chainsaw guy.
Oh. Saved by PTSD.
Huh.
Wee.
Can we still go to Valhalla after this?
I don't know where you're going. One.
Ooh.
Ow. Wee.
This is your stop.
Oh.
Gotcha.
You know, if this were a scene a while ago, we would probably have just let each other go. Also, baby doll.
Ow.
Oh, shoot.
Oh no.
And she's holding on to him.
Good job being stabbed her in the arm, otherwise this movie would be over.
It doesn't help that they're now pretty much surrounded.
Alright, here we go again.
Let's speed up.
Damn, we're not gonna make it.
Oh my god, I'm about to get hit by my own car.
That feel when.
And now I may be seeing my beloved car get wrecked. I don't know which is worse. I'm sorry, baby!
And there goes the Interceptor. Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Rest in peace, Interceptor, 1979 to 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, could have been worse. Could have been part of a 2016 kill count.
Ow.
I want you to know that you're bad people and you deserve this. Oh, and by the way, this is for my Interceptor, you fat
You
man.
come here often.
Yeah, but man, I think driving one hand is going to be a bit tricky.
Yeah.
Ow.
Ah, you make a
Literally,
pretty good meat shield.
Yeah, literally meat shield.
Whoever shot that gun is fired.
Don't you mean he's mediocre, boss? Eh? Eh? I regret nothing!
And then he got tossed out of the car. Oh. Yeah, it was quite something actually seeing all this happening at the cinema.
Yeah, I can imagine that the scope would have been much bigger.
Well, the screen was
Uh-huh.
funnily enough, I
But
don't
even the sound design, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, it was certainly still in
Oh,
the scope.
wow.
Although I think I think it was at the smallest screen at the cinema I went to.
Oops-a-daisy.
I think it was.
Ah-la-la-la-la-la.
Yeah, it was funny. Only a few months prior, Warner Brothers released Jupiter Ascending, and then they made this a few months later.
Oh, these
and
guys.
then a few
Oh,
months
that's
after
right.
this, they made Pan.
They're still there.
We got a
Controlling
blockade
the
to deal
passage.
with.
Down we.
Close enough.
Oh, shoot! The musical-powered machine is chasing us!
There we are.
Is that rock code? Is that rock music code for intruder alerts?
Yes.
And bash.
Too bad it's probably not enough because he has a little monster truck.
Oh, no.
Ow.
They literally use one of the sound effects from Star Wars Episode 1. Are you sure you're up to this?
Climbing around with a hole in your body.
Oi,
Man,
mate, it's not really the time for that.
I'm gonna give the guitar guy an encore.
One he will never forget! This one's for you,
Whee!
darlings!
And now the epic duel: Mad Max versus the guitar guy.
Alright.
Who up stage 2?
Ow. Oh, hey, this is part of it.
Yeah, Jesus. Sorry, not invited. Oh,
And
it's
there's-
you.
And there's ex-WWE guy. The claim to fame he has in WWE is being in a match against The Undertaker.
No, I will not be part of your brigade.
Oh shit.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew ye, bold guy.
Dude.
Oi, you forgot about me.
Ow.
Okay, maybe not.
If only I'd still had the pounds I had when I was Bane, I could have stood a chance.
Sorry, you're not a big guy enough.
Well, Tom Hardy can get pretty big when he has to.
Uh-oh. He's gonna blow.
Oh no, he's
Hey,
leaking.
man.
Here we go.
Don't let the pressure get to you.
Roar.
Oh.
That... I don't know who that hurt more. Probably him,
Well,
I'm guessing.
Well, he's dead now,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, there you go. What an asshole! No shit.
Oh, all according to plan. Guess that's that.
Does this mean I get to go to Valhalla?
Yes, you do.
Poor Granny.
In your dreams!
So he's already dead.
Well, I'm just putting in the extra enunciation!
So you do realise we're still moving, right?
Yes.
Well, it's what we're gonna do.
Oh shoot, the mook's still alive.
Again, we're gonna take possession of Immortan Joe's vehicle, pretty much.
Oh no.
Yeah, remember the blockade.
Again though,
Right.
that guy too.
What?
Well, not a problem anymore. Because, there you go.
You killed my dad!
Jesus.
Bye then.
Oh snap.
There we go.
Yeah, that's gonna blow.
It reminds me actually this of the intro of Vigilante 8, a PlayStation game. There we go.
3D!
The electric guitar! No!
Yeah, pretty. Wheel in your face!
Well, that
Aw.
happened.
So, anyone want to get a burrito?
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. A puppy of guys had to die.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No. A woman's dying.
But are we there yet?
I swear to God, if you say we dare you, I'm gonna throw you out of this car and you'll be joining Immortan Joe in the great beyond.
But
Alright,
there is no great
oh.
beyond. He was lying.
We're gonna make our own great beyond, darling.
Yeah, we need to there
Yeah.
we go.
But one thing we forgot to mention, it's established Max. Max's blood means he's pretty much a universal donor.
So, AB positive, I think.
Yeah, I think it was that.
Alright, this is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you.
Are you sure?
Would you rather have the alternative?
I'm pretty sure it hurts me more, darling. But I'll take it.
Remember, Jova, she has an American accent.
Oh, shoot, that's right. She's supposed to be playing an American. Dang it.
Even though she's South African.
Yeah.
Yeah, this film What is it with Warner Brothers films recently having?
Transfusion on the field involving Tom Hardy.
No. I meant in 2015. There are quite a few films where actors played people from different countries. Like Man from Uncle, you could pretty much call that different nationalities the movie.
Hmm.
We had a Brit playing an American playing a Russian. Yeah, Max. I never say my last name verbally. So, back at the Citadel.
Hey, guys, with Immortan Joe gone, we've kind of had it rather peaceful here. I think.
Well, they don't know Immortan Joe's gone. Well, now they know.
Well, I mean, while he's been gone the whole time.
Yeah.
Actually, that does make me wonder. What were all these people just doing while their leader was gone? Were they just chilling like, eh?
Well, we need to maintain the city.
Well, there's none of his well enough armies that were there. So, guys, you do realize there's a big corpse on the front of the car, right?
What else is new?
My name is Tom Hardy. I mean, Mix.
Weird. You look different in the previous movies.
Oh yeah, it's finally.
Plastic surgery.
Oh shit.
He's missing a mouth.
And his life.
Hey, drinks on me, bud.
Hey guys, we'll be
gratitude.
we'll be serving the Immortan for dinner.
Yay!
So look, they're ripping off all his limbs.
Yep.
Well, remember, I think they're kind of starving to death. Yay, I got the penis!
Can I have his arm?
Can I please have a new mechanical arm?
Yes, you may.
By the way, who's going to be in charge now that Joey's dead?
Well,
Mad Max?
That guy.
not sure.
Hey, how could we can afford all this machinery?
Piss off.
Hail the conquering hero.
We
Free
water
water
for
for
everyone.
everyone.
Oh, there you go. The other women are also free.
Just one problem. We're going to run out of water if you keep having it on that long.
Don't you see, honey? We'll be able to fertilize with it now.
Goody.
I guess.
Wait, what if we need to reuse it? Do we have to filter out our way?
We're scooping it up. What do you think?
But it's going to taste like sand.
Whatever, still better than nothing.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
of
and
course,
Max, much like every protagonist, but just stays in the background, rides off the sunset, letting the other enjoy the spotlight.
Yeah. Waiting for that next adventure, which will probably happen in the next 30 years or so.
Do we know if there's actually going to be a new Mad Max
Well,
movie?
It's planned.
I'm quite confident that due to this anthology structure,
Where must we go? We who wander this wasteland in search of our better selves.
I'm
History, man.
I'm positive that due to its anthology structure, even on possibly without necessarily George Miller, the franchise will continue somehow.
Oh, I know. I'm
I
just
mean,
wondering.
obviously, we will never reach probably the quality where George Miller reached with these movies, but probably the franchise will not die like this.
Well, Miller said that he's got a sequel planned that's under a working title at the moment called The
Yeah.
Wasteland.
And he's just
Ah,
waiting again,
nice.
as you mentioned. Anyway, final thoughts, I guess.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta say, this and the third movie are my favorite Mad Max films. This one was definitely fun, high octane action, the villain was interesting. I do like how this one seems to have a bit more depth compared to the earlier movies.
I agree. That's
I
why it's
mean-
my favorite.
Yeah, it has a good bout of dialogue, the characters bounce off well of each other, the action is top notch, without a doubt. And, it doesn't feel like the usual Mad Max film where you're just waiting for the characters to drop like flies. I mean, you actually get to care for the characters. Heck, even Immortan Joe seems to have something of a feeling, at least for his unborn son.
Mm-hmm.
Fun movie. Definitely recommended, and yeah, it's a pretty great action flick. Oh, wait, hold on. The music was also great.
Okay, Pedro, you go next.
Yeah, pretty much what Jova said. It's a freaking awesome movie, and yeah, I'm gonna have to go with this one as my favorite. 'Cause I think it's definitely the best movie in the series so far. I like all the characters. The action is awesome, and the music. It's just one of those movies that it's where everything works pretty much. Like there's no weak link. It's pretty much well. I don't want to say it's the Terminator 2 of this generation, but it's definitely on par with that caliber of action film. But yeah, that's basically. Aside from that, it's pretty much what Jova said.
All right, Tio?
Okay, Tio.
All right. Well, yeah, I agree with Pedro. Honestly, this movie is pretty much the solid a consolidation of a franchise so far. It incarnates pretty much everything that happened so far. Do I like it more than Beyond Thunderdome? Yes, not by too much, but yes. I think mostly because it's done better. Its practical effects are more amazing in this day and age, and the fact that it is a simpler story that can be accessed to anyone at this point. Because, again, due to the structure of Mad Max's anthology structure. Every movie can be practically as the first one for everyone. You don't need to know much about Max. He's just this guy roaming around and encountering his marvelous adventure through the Australian desert. And this one is, again, truly a spectacle to watch. Sure, there are CGIs, and probably the story is not exactly Shakespearean, but who the hell cares? Come on. It's literally one of those cases where you are allowed to not care about the story being too complex. And as I mentioned, there are still those moments like when that henchman has his chance to redeem itself through and through, a complete story arc that could have been completely absent from the movie if George Miller wanted, but instead he's there, and it gives a positive, good message for a movie that otherwise didn't really need it. So it even has bonus stuff. So yeah, definitely recommended. Enjoy it watching also with your friends mostly.
So yeah, I guess this just leaves me then. Just gotta adjust this so it doesn't cripple me file size. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll admit, when I first saw this at the cinema, I liked it okay, but you know, having seen the other three films prior, I was having a little bit of a hard time deciding where to put this one. I've seen it multiple times since then, and yeah, this one's my favorite. It's above 2, and then followed by the first, and then Beyond Thunderdome. It's like you guys. It's like we've established. You know, it's a very fun action flick with a pretty surprisingly compelling story, even though it's really about as simple a story as you could get.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. If you haven't, and like we said, you have to watch any of the other films to enjoy this one. Although I still do recommend seeing the others, though, because you know, without that, it'd be hard. It'd be a little bit more harder to appreciate how far the series has developed since 1979.
Not to mention the PTSD scenes.
Yeah, the PTSD scenes, as a bit odd as they were, they at least serve a purpose. So that's the Mad Max series done and dusted for
So
now.
far. Well,
We'll probably join you in about 10 years' time for Mad Max 5 if it comes
in
out
the
by then.
meantime, Dweebs, there's the game. You need to record.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the game, but I'm a bit busy with other games at the moment, so it'll be a while. But for now,
I guess it will inevitably, at least for the moment, be the next thing up until the next movie comes out.
yeah. All right, see you then,
Enjoy the
mate.
rest of the credits. See ya.
ya.
See you, everybody.